During that, which happened yesterday, he was on the field every day of practice, doing limited stuff early on, but getting deeper and deeper into the snap count. And he feels pretty good. When he was asked about this yesterday, he said it was a tough week to get through because of all the testing, all the doctors. But he also said, look, he understood that he had to do this the right way. He had to make sure he was not having any lingering effects. He feels pretty good about where he's at right now and feels like he can do everything he has to do on the field. In fact, the bigger issue here is just that toe injury he had last week. So he said that's going to be okay. But really 75 to 85% of Patrick Mahomes is still pretty good. And now we send it over to Kim.
Well, thanks so much, Jeff. You know, when you talk about Josh Allen, you talk about a quarterback who in his third season has really come into his own. He's first in the league against the blitz, and when he doesn't face pressure, Josh Allen completes 73% of his passes. The Bills absolutely have found their franchise quarterback. They've also found a franchise teammate. Back after the rookies were drafted, Josh Allen had the offensive players come out to California to work out with him. Then in late May, early June, the Bills offense got together in Florida. I'm told in both cases it was Josh Allen picking up the tab for airfare, for hotels, for meals. That was the beginning, really, of this season for Josh Allen and that offense. It's not an accident that they've been, frankly, as good as they have. Colleen.
Thank you, Kim and Jeffrey. Wow, that is super interesting, Kim, in terms of Josh Allen and what he's doing to really step up and be a leader there in Buffalo. I love that. He's making his first career start there in Arrowhead. We'll see how that goes. But this Bills offense, one of the best in the league. But that wasn't the case during their first meeting in Week 6. Buffalo had a season low in total yards, first downs, and completion percentage. So Josh Allen gets a second crack at the Chiefs here. He and Mahomes top 5 in passing touchdowns and passer rating this season. So Mike Robb, where have you seen the most improvement from Josh Allen this season? Because there's been a lot of it.
Yeah, it's been a lot of improvement, and it's really been in his decision making. And yeah, people are wondering how the Buffalo Bills are gonna defend the Kansas City Chiefs and Patrick Mahomes. But I'm also wondering how the Kansas City Chiefs are gonna defend Josh Allen. People don't realize that Josh Allen's toolbox is from throwing the football. He can do anything on the football field. He can put the ball anywhere he wants to, and he still has the running ability. And some of the biggest improvements I've seen in Josh Allen, obviously he's been better with completing the football. Obviously, he's better against pressure, right? Getting away from people, being explosive in the passing game, again, using that big arm to push the ball downfield. But what I've seen him make a huge improvement in is when he's not under pressure, right? When maybe his team is down, he has a clean pocket, and he's trying to win the game with one pass down the football field, right? And so he's been better against man. He has 9 of his 10 interceptions against zone. So I look at the Kansas City Chiefs as to try not to pressure him too much and try to force Josh Allen into making bad decisions, because when I look at this matchup, that's the only way I feel that the Kansas City Chiefs can stop the Buffalo Bills offense.
Mike Robb, if I could have anything, if I could dial up anything this weekend, it would be the Bills to be down by, let's say, 4 to 6 points, more than a field goal, less than a touchdown in the fourth quarter, because I would love to see the matchup between Josh Allen on the biggest stage he's ever been on in a pressure situation and Steve Spagnuolo on the other side dialing up the pressure. Because we saw it last week with Cleveland, and Spag said, hey, Baker Mayfield, here we come. And it was pressure, pressure, pressure. Heat, over and over in that fourth quarter when he went to throw the football. And it was great. It worked. There you go, right there. Worked extremely well in that case. I think Josh Allen's got some moxie. I think at some point he's going to deliver in a huge spot like that, and that's going to be the next step that he takes in his career.
Baker Mayfield.
I just want to ratchet up the drama. We're going to do a segment later in this show called Playoff Promise. That's a tease. I'm going to make a different promise then, but I promise you, Josh Allen, if you are in that scenario that I created, they will come after you, and you're going to have to respond. I think it's going to be great theater.
He ain't Baker Mayfield.
Hey, Jeezy, I heard M-Rob in the background saying he ain't Baker Mayfield, and M-Rob.
I know. That's why I think it's great.
Josh Allen
drama.
Is not. I just look. You're right. You're right when you say he has to be able to blitz me, has to be able to get pressure. But I think the thing with Spags in this defense that kind of excites me is the ability, knowing the unwillingness of the Bills to really want to run the football, right? And then you can just let Chris Jones go rush. You can let Frank Clark go rush. Tyrann Mathieu on the back end is kind of understanding what's going on, so you can disguise Josh Allen sometimes. Because like M-Rob said, you don't just want to blitz Josh Allen, because he's that type of athlete and quarterback that can elude a little bit of pressure and still make a play down the football field. So you almost got to just rush him with your guys and let the people on the back end play a little bit of chess with Josh Allen, see if you can confuse him a little bit, because he's been playing lights out. But I'm really excited to see Spags in this defensive game plan for sure.
DL, I want to see if Josh Allen will have all of his guys out there in terms of receivers, and that means Gabriel Davis. I'm looking at Gabe Davis's status. He's questionable right now, hurt his ankle against the Ravens, and sure, you have Stephon Diggs and Cole Beasley, who came off the injury report, and John Brown, but the rookie wide receiver is a huge part of this offense, and second most touchdown catches on the team, and he had some serious toe drag swag against the Colts. Plus, per our amazing researcher, Bill Studell, since week 9, no player had more touchdown catches of 20-plus yards. It was Tyreek Hill, Antonio Brown, and Gabriel Davis, all tied with 4. And that's per Pro Football Focus. But listen, if the Bills are going to keep up with Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs, they're going to need all of their guys, because they don't run the ball as well and because they don't have all of those guys at their disposal. I mean, we saw last week, what did they run 3 times in the first half? This is a team that's built on the pass. So they need all of their pass catchers out there. Yes. Josh Allen. Wait, did I not say Josh Allen? I don't know what's happening. Hey, Mike Rob, how about this?
Nope.
You saw the Matrix earlier.
Hey, get him in, Rob.
Joining Bills Mafia before it was cool, and all your friends were doing it, going back a couple years now. So if they win this weekend, are we finally going to see it? You can go through a table at your house, which might be a little weird on the show, but hey, I love props.
Yeah, I'm ready to do that, but we don't just break.
Struggled against tight ends, and my boy White Chocolate is one of the best tight ends in the league. Look at these huge games they've given up. Kelsey is about to go off.
White chocolate and peanut butter is a fantastic combination that I just discovered recently. Thanks, Mom. I told her. She sent me a ton of them. Colleen, Kelsey, averaging 94 receiving yards per game this year. Will he have more or fewer? Not less, fewer, because it's yards. It's
right.
Go ahead.
Yes, grammatically correct. I appreciate it, GC, but I'm going to go more. 7 of his last 9 games, he's averaged 114 receiving yards in that time. And only Stephon Diggs had more receiving yards than Travis Kelce the entire season in the entire NFL. However, I will say the Bills will have Matt Milano in this game. He did not play week 6, so he's playing his best football right now, and that could change things a little bit. Just saying. So, working that in.
Now you got Milano. Now you got me thinking about cookies. Those are good, too. Sir Stats.
Someone's looking good, Jeezy.
Good morning.
I'm sure we'll hear from him a little bit later. We got Michael Robinson, D'Angelo Hall, Holly Wolf. There he is. He shed the mittens and he's looking great. We're all excited about this championship weekend. Welcome in. Make sure you tweet us throughout the show. Our show is brought to you by Allstate, and we have so much to bring to you today. So let's start with the schedule, because we only have 2 games. That's wild. All right, here we go. We're down to the final 4. Both games rematches from week 6, 3:05 Eastern. Bucks at Packers. Brady v. Rodgers for the NFC title. And then the AFC champ will be crowned in Kansas City. The Bills trying to stop the Chiefs from heading to a 2nd straight Super Bowl. All right, so let's give you a little primer on that game in Kansas City in the walkthrough. Starting with the champs side of things, and, you know, the big news, Patrick Mahomes, he's gonna play. The Chiefs quarterback out of concussion protocol and will start tomorrow against the Bills. He broke the news himself yesterday afternoon. Jeezy, he's symptom-free and took most of the snaps in practice this week, so nothing to worry about with the reigning Super Bowl MVP, right?
Yes, sources confirm what Patrick Mahomes said at the podium. He is off the injury report. He's cleared from head to almost toe. That's what I tweeted out yesterday. Now, he doesn't have any injury designation for the game, but the toe is still something to keep an eye on here, and something that the Chiefs have been monitoring, and something that affected him a little bit, at least in the last game, as far as his footwork was concerned, with some throws after he was on the sideline, and you could see he was sore. So keep an eye on that. And I get it. He's not on the injury report, so you think, boy, he's completely healthy. Well, go see what Drew Brees' wife just put up about all the things that he played through, and he wasn't on the injury report. So just because you're not on it doesn't mean you're completely healthy. Keep an eye on the toe. But as for the head, he never had a concussion. That is the belief. He's out of the protocol. He's cleared to go.
All right, so all eyes on that toe tomorrow. How about this? Let's go to the Bills side. And Buffalo back in the AFC title game for the first time since '93. So the biggest reason for their 8-game winning streak, well, I guess that would be Josh Allen and their second-ranked offense, but their second-ranked scoring offense. But Mike Rob, in the playoffs, it's been a little bit of a different story. Their defense is cleaning up, stealing the